because, you know, if socialism were just something that was just a beautiful dream, it would really take only somebody with a pen to write about it, right? And that's the whole thing. Anyone with a pen can come up with a model, a blueprint for what the ideal world would look like. But the reality is that and that's why I liked what Ramiro was getting at, and Taryn also, was that socialism, the socialism that we're talking about, is based on material conditions. It's based on actual contradictions and struggles between two things. Contradiction, it's a word, you know, when I first started going to conferences like this and all that, people were always talking about the contradictions. Like, I didn't know what they were talking about, right? But a contradiction, I always thought like contradiction is when I say like the sky is blue and says, no, it's not, it's red. You're contradicting me. That's what I always thought that contradiction meant. But in the Marxist terminology, contradiction refers to two things that can't coexist, right? When one person is hungry and another person has a big stack of food they're not eating, that can't coexist. Eventually that hungry person's going to take that food. That's a contradiction. When two things can no longer coexist, they collide, that is a contradiction. And Marxism is the understanding that history is driven forward, human society, but all of nature, everything is driven forward by contradictions. When two things cannot coexist any longer, they clash against each other, and that's how the future comes into being. That's kind of the dialectical understanding of things. When Marx talks about dialectical materialism, he's talking about contradictions driving history. That's really what Marxism is all about.